Hi friends, my name is Miss Tina and today we are at the Palos Heights Public Library for our string art Easter eggs. Now this is something that I've been wanting to make for a long time and I found lots of different recipes. So hopefully one of the two that I have decided to make today works. Okay, I'm going to shift my camera down so you can see what I'm working with today. Okay, so as you can see, the main ingredients that I have are Elmer's glue and Mod Podge. And we are going to mix equal parts of Elmer's glue and water in 1 cup. And equal parts of Mod Podge and water in the other cup. So we are mixing and we're going to see how this mixture works with our thread and our balloons. So the Mod Podge looks like it mixed a lot better than the glue has. So I'm going to spend some more time mixing the glue. And I'm going to keep on mixing that and I'm going to tell you what else we have here. So if you come to the library and you ask for the string art activity make and take, what you're going to get is some embroidery floss and a water balloon. Now, I don't recommend that you blow the water balloon on your own. If you have a balloon inflator, I definitely recommend that you use that instead. And we will not be supplying the glue or the Mod Podge, so that you are going to have to get on your own. So just so that you can see the kind of consistencies that I'm working with here. So the Mod Podge looks like it is definitely more watery. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And the Elmer's glue has definitely like a thicker consistency. Okay, so after you inflate your balloon, you're going to want to make sure that you have some paper towels on hand just in case things get messy. And I also have like these little tubes that I plan on balancing my balloon on when I am done mixing it all up so that it can dry. So that is what that is there for. And again, I found multiple recipes online, so these are just 2 of the multiple recipes that we're going to try today. So green is going to be Elmer's glue, and anything red, orange is going to be the Mod Podge. So what you're going to do is you are going to take your embroidery floss and you're going to hold it out, stretch it out, and just make sure that you have no knots in it, because that is going to make things a little bit more difficult than they already are with this project. So now we are going to just go ahead and put the embroidery floss little by little inside of the glue mixture. And I didn't measure out the amount of floss that I'm using. I think as long as you use anywhere between, I would say like 6 to 8 feet, you should be fine. So I am still just putting that in there in the glue and making sure that it is not knotted. Okay, now what I am going to do is I'm going to hold on to this little piece of string, both the end of it, so that I don't lose it inside my glue mixture. And now I'm going to make sure that I'm submerging the rest of the floss inside of it, because you want to get it saturated, because that is how it is going to stick to your balloon and hopefully form that nice mold that we want to get. Okay, so that you can see what I have over here. So it looks like my floss has been totally submerged in the glue. And now I'm going to want to put some of that floss on the tip that I've been holding, that glue, I'm sorry, on the tip that I've been holding as well. Okay, and now when we take it out, we are just going to be wrapping it around the balloon. And I'm already getting nervous because I know that it's going to get messy. Okay, So now we are just going to be wrapping it around the balloon. Let me see if I can get a good angle that you can see how I'm doing this. Okay, and you just, there's no specific way to wrap it. So you're just going to keep on wrapping it until the balloon is just covered with this floss, right? And still just wrapping. And I'm going to move the balloon a little bit, because we don't want to have like huge globs of glue, but at the same time we do want to make sure that the floss has glue on it to make it stick to the balloon. Okay, friends, about halfway through, I decided to switch things up a bit. I touched the Mod Podge, and there's no way that this is going to be able to help the yarn stick. Like after you put water in it, it just doesn't, my finger isn't even feeling sticky from the Mod Podge. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to do 2 examples with the Elmer's glue, but one is a much larger balloon and one is smaller. So I think that this one has, you don't see it right now, but I think that the green balloon that I had wrapped has a lot less yarn than the one I'm going to use with the yellow yarn and the orange balloon. And the orange balloon is a lot smaller, so that is going to be our new experiment, is we are going to see which size holds best. And we are going to submerge the embroidery floss like we did last time with the pink floss. So now we are going to do yellow, and I'm really, really hoping that this works out nicely. So we have about 9 feet of embroidery floss for this smaller balloon, and we're going to see how that works. So again, submerging all the floss, and we're holding on to the end over here, and then trying not to knot it together. So, okay. All right, and again, it looks like all of the string has been covered in glue. I almost lost my end there. And just so you can see what we're working with. Okay, so now we start wrapping. And what I do is I hold this with my index finger, and then I am just going to guide the rest of the embroidery floss around my balloon. And you see how it's getting like clumpy right down there. So that's, part of it is the glue, and part of it is that it's just got mixed up in the mixture. So there we go. Definitely a messy craft. So if you don't mind getting messy, this is definitely for you. And I'm really hoping that it turns out cool looking as well, because like I said, I've been wanting to do this craft for a long time, so I really, really hope it works. Okay, and that is that. So our balloon is completely covered in floss. Both of them are, and we are going to come back tomorrow and we're going to see which one turns out best. So stay tuned, friends. Hi everyone. I was very happy to come into work this morning and see that the eggs that we made worked. So the Elmer's glue and the water solution that we mixed together ended up working. And because I put the eggs by our radiator in our quiet reading room, I think that that helped dry out the balloon the water balloon that we had blown up. So I didn't even need to like pop the balloons or anything. They just kind of popped on their own. So let me see, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the balloon out. And look at that. We have like a nice little egg that you can decorate on your table for Easter, or you can probably put some chocolates or something in there. And yeah, these came out very neat. I'm very happy with the way that they turned out. And let's remove the balloon in this one. Perfect. Now I do have some like residual glue here that I'm just gonna try and remove off, but it's not even a struggle to remove. So I think as long as you are being careful when you remove the glue, your egg shape should still hold just fine. But oh, I'm very happy with the way that they turned out. So thank you, friends. Please try and make these at home, and you can still come to the library to get your kits. So have a good day. Have a happy Easter.